people do know how to use a phone properly. I mean, can't say I approve of the purse. I mean, it doesn't look like that purse will hold more than like your pockets will, and then you can get away with the whole not having a purse or an actual bag or a knapsack. Oh, look at all these little red light wigglers trying to squeeze in. This is how you get congestion, people. Wait your fucking turn. Wait your turn. Unless you're a motorbike, and then you don't have to. It's written into the gospel of law. Turbocharge my balls. Chicken monkey. Who can? Who does? Who can? Hadouken! Interesting maneuvers. Ken. Dominance. You're really spoiling us, Ken. The question, if Ken decides to nail it, do I join in? Or do I behave myself? So far, the answer to that question every single time it's occurred has been, I do not behave myself. I never behave myself. I think it might be some sort of one of those characteristics that you're born with that you can't change. So you're not allowed to like discriminate against people with them. Oh God, what's the name for them? But I've got one, and that's my ability to behave myself, or my inability. Protected characteristic? Is that it? Is it protected? Will anyone protect me? Somebody save me. But the one well, these cars need to get the fuck out of the way. Stop coming round the corner! How am I supposed to filter if there's traffic in the way? It's absolutely inconsiderate. Are the people in the keep clear box again? Oh, I've flipped my microphone upside down. I could take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how came it's like oh, I don't even know the fucking words, do I? I don't even know the words. I do know the words for the Umbongo advert though. Way down deep in the middle of the Congo, a hippoduck, an apricot, a gova, and a mango. We stuck it with the others, and he danced a day tango. A rhino said, I know, we'll call it Umbongo, Umbongo, Umbongo. They drink it in the Congo. The python picked the passion fruit, the marmots at the mandarin, the parrot paid the packet at the whole caboodle landed in. So when it comes to sun and fun, because it's in the jungle, the open fence, only funny what they call a bongo. I think need to do it in as few breaths as possible. That's just styling it out. Styling it out. I'll piss myself laughing if I come to listen to that back. And for all these years, I've thought I was saying that coherently, and it's all just like a garbled mess. It's just nonsense words, like I'm King Cobra JFS doing a vocal cover. That is one grotty human, and I'm not linking that scumbag in the fucking description at all. Not a chance. Poor King Cobra JFS, one of the original OGs of YouTube, of the lol cows. There's so much like lore and backstory to his weird life, but it's so strange and saddening. Like to go back, like and you look at one of his original videos when he's so young and coherently talking, and then you like one of his recent ones when he just looks like he's aged 50 years in the last 10. A shambles of a human. I think it's strange that these people still like they exist, like Christian. Like I've never actually seen a video of his, but I have watched the odd like not documentary, but do you know what I mean, when someone does like a little you know, a web episode thing where they talk about the history and what he's been doing. And some of these people have, like, they just live such absurd lives, and then granted infamy, not really fame, but infamy on YouTube, to the point where they're now able to have some sort of living by, they're just essentially like performing monkeys at this point, where people just throw them cash because they want to see them self-destruct. It's odd that no one's ever really sort of stepped in and said, this needs to be stopped. Is it Eugene Cooney? Like, it's like a girl who's got severe anorexia. She is a walking skeleton, and at no point has, like, people decided to go, right, this is clearly not a healthy woman or girl. God, I don't even know how old she is. She just looks absolutely emaciated. But she's from, like, the era of YouTube where you could just get away with being an absolute twat to people. When that bus was never getting out unless someone made the decision for him. And I am a good person. Look at that. The hazards of love. The hazard of love. They should change that little scrolling text to a little heart. Just for me. I mean, in this weather, there's no way I'm going to go zooming around, so I'm not really that bothered. What was I talking about? YouTube lolcows. I mean, that German guy, I can't remember what the guy's name is. Oh, God. But people, like, terrorized his home because he'd Dragon Lord, something like that. But yeah, his actual home was, like, terrorized. So he tried to, like, barricade. I mean, the guy's, like, obviously a mess. But I think to the point now where he's, like, living in a car, trying to, like, stream, and then people try and geo-guess where he is to harass him some more. What a mental lifestyle some people live. Mental. I mean, only in an era of social media could these people find sort of, like, fame and notoriety. Like 20 years ago, they'd be just a random weirdo kid. Or the odd person that, you know, doesn't come out of his house very often. And not these people that have, like, massive following and people, like, you know, trying to get famous from harassing them. Stopped at the bus stop. Stopping at the bus stop. Stopped at the bus stop. I'm allowed. He had stopped. Fight me, bro, fight me. I mean, you'd think, like, someone would say to him, someone like a friend would say, mate, they're laughing at you, not with you. I mean, is there a kind of, like, a sort of like a denial at that point? Where you're, for the sake of the money you're receiving, like, you're forcing yourself to not realise that you're a fucking joke and living a weird waste of a life. I mean, I don't know what's better. Is it better to be, like, a famous YouTuber and make loads of money than it turns out that you were a sex offender all along? I don't know. That seems like arguably worse. It's bizarre what social media will allow people to do for fame, though, like, because they get rewarded for it, which is I just don't understand. I don't understand why someone doesn't look at this and go, we don't want that to be promoted. I mean, yeah, let them do it, but don't flash people out, prick. What? Dreadlocks? What? I mean, you should, you know, in a free world, allow people to be the bellends they want to be. Allow people to say whatever they want. I mean, freedom of speech does not mean freedom of consequence. I don't know why I pronounced it like that. I mean, say whatever you want, but as long as you're not physically, like, trying to attack someone, who cares? But, like, I've been watching the what's his name, Johnny Somali, and, like, the fact that, you know, he caused havoc in Japan, and now he's been causing, like, havoc in Korea, to the point where, like, people are gleeful the fact that the guy might be getting sent down for 15 years or something's absolutely ridiculous, because he's been such a pest But at no point, like, why didn't the people in the social media go, right, yeah, we need to stop, like, shadow ban them? The clear, do you know what I mean? Let him upload his videos of him being a prick, but don't reward him with views and cash and money. Money and cash are the same thing in some societies. I don't know how true this is, but I heard, like, the Chinese TikTok, or the version of TikTok you get in China, because I think it is actually Chinese TikTok. You know what I mean? People who do things that are clever, creative, like wholesome entertainment and stuff like that, gets promoted. Whereas, like in the US, it's people acting like pricks that get promoted. Which I don't know how true that is. Whether it's one of those like myths that gets passed around. I mean, in that breath, I am saying YouTube should stop people like me from getting any views. I mean, I'm hardly getting any anyway, so give me a break. But I'm not going around like harassing people. I'm arguably not a mental disabled person, being goaded into lewd acts so people can record it and then repost it all over social media. I do wonder whether it would be like, is it nice to live? I mean, to be so deluded that you're living like a rock star life when you are absolutely 100% not.